Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing well. I hope you had a good week. We look forward to a meaningful and inspiring, strengthening Shabbos here at the Young Israel of Brookline. There will be a very special speaker Shabbos morning, retired Brigadier General Avi Zohar, who is currently the president of Magen David Adom. He will be speaking after davening. General Zohar has led really an incredible, heroic career in Sahel, and we'll hear some of his life story and experiences from multiple wars of Israel's history. And then he will also speak about the very important work that Magen David Adom is doing right now in the context of the war. And I'm sure it will be very inspiring, very informative, very meaningful. And as we look forward to Tisha B'Av and the hardships and suffering of the Jewish people on our mind, it will be another way for us to be connected to the entire Jewish people this Shabbos in particular. Our learning right now, the Erev Shabbos Vidus Vartorah, as always, is meant to be a merit for the Jewish people, for the hostages in particular. Today is day 308 that they're in captivity. A merit for all the soldiers who are continuing to fight on behalf of Israel, the Jewish people, the Jewish state, and all of us. And it should be a merit for the Jewish people everywhere that they are. This Shabbos we begin the book of Devarim, which opens Ve'ela HaDvarim, Asher Diber Moshe al Kol Yisrael, and these are the words that Moshe spoke to the Jewish people. Ve'eva HaYarden, on the other side of the Jordan, Bamidbar Barava Mosuf Bein Har Beitofel V'Lavan V'Chatzeros V'Di Zahav, opposite the wilderness, near the plains, opposite the Sea of Reeds, between Paran and Tofel, Lavan and Chatzerot, and the town of Di Zahav. The Torah here is so particular where exactly it was, a level of detail that we don't find elsewhere in the Torah. And therefore, the Medrash says that the listing of all of these different places and all of these different landmarks is also meant to be an allusion. That by mentioning all of these places, Hashem was alluding in a roundabout way to give tochacha, to give rebuke to the Jewish people through Moshe, to give rebuke to Moshe himself about all of the sins of the Jewish people over the 40 years in the wilderness. The most obvious, V'di Zahav, refers to the gold of the golden calf. But all of these places refer to different sins, different mistakes of the Jewish people. And in this context, the Medrash, the Sifrei, discusses the concept of tochacha, of rebuke in general. And our sages Chazal taught that on the one hand, to give rebuke is incredibly difficult, but on the other hand, is incredibly important. The ability to give rebuke, and it doesn't mean just rebuke, but to express disagreement with another person, to express it in a way that will be constructive, and also to be able to not become defensive and to hear and to accept the constructive criticism. Amar Rabbi Tafar said, Ha'avodah, I swear, im yesh bedor hazeh mi sheyachal lekabel tochacha. There's no one still around, says Rabbi Tafar already 2,000 years ago, who can constructively receive rebuke. Amar Rabbi Kiva, Ha'avodah, im yesh bedor hazeh yodeh heach mochicha. No, there's no one still around who knows how to give the rebuke. It is very hard. It's very hard, and we can learn lessons from the beginning of the book of Devarim. Hashem did not rebuke the Jewish people only right away, but he waited. This is after 40 years. Timing is very important. B'shas Maisa, in the moment of tension, if there's a conflict involved, it generally is not constructive to give feedback, to tell someone there's something they do a little bit better, or to express your disagreement. The person will not be able to receive it and hear it. And also when we are upset, we will not express things in the most constructive way. So we wait. And when we are calm and clear-headed, when necessary and appropriate, we can express ourselves, whether it is teaching our children, young children, teenagers, adult children, or expressing disagreements constructively with friends or with other family members. Timing is important, and we do so when everyone is calm. Additionally, Rashi says that the rebuke that Hashem gave Moshe was not given explicitly, but it was through allusion, through mentioning these places. V'hizkiran beremez mipnei kvodon shel Yisrael. Hashem did so obliquely, indirectly, as an expression of the honor of the Jewish people. Whatever rebuke we say, whenever we express disagreement, whenever we give constructive criticism, it is in the general context and tone of respect for the other person, of valuing the other person, of saying, because I love you, because I respect you, I point this out to you. If I didn't, then I wouldn't point it out. But it is really, really hard. It is really, really hard. But nevertheless, it is important. The Medrash continues that Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri said, I testify that there were 5 times this Kanter, Rabbi Kiva, Lifnei Gamliel B'Yavna, that because of me, we don't know what happened exactly, Rabbi Kiva was rebuked publicly by Rabbi Gamliel, by V'yodeani, and I know, Shayamosif B'Ava, that he only loved me more. He appreciated that I was pointing these things out to him so he could grow. The Medrash quotes a pasuk which teaches shalom. Rebuke leads to peace when there's conflict, when you speak things out through people. It can lead to resolution. The pasuk says, rebuke your fellow. That means express disagreement, tell someone why you've been hurt. So that there should not be hatred in your heart when everything is bottled up. It only leads to greater conflict, greater source of tension, greater hatred. That is one way to understand the sinas chin, the baseless hatred that our sages say was the reason for the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash. That again, difference led to disagreement, led to conflict, led to hurt feelings, led to anger, led to hatred. When there wasn't a way to express disagreement or to express being hurt, when there isn't a way to give rebuke, when there aren't people who are able to receive rebuke, it is dangerous spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, communally. And yet it is so hard. It is so hard. Already our sages say, who knows how to give rebuke? Who knows how to receive rebuke? But it's something that we have to cultivate, to be able to disagree, to be able to give constructive criticism and feedback. It is very hard, but it's necessary. We should all find the proper ways to resolve any disagreements. We should all have the humility and really appreciation to accept rebuke, to see it as a way to grow and to become a better person, and the other person is helping you and trying to help you. And if we ever feel that it is our responsibility to ignore something, to not tell someone something, it can be worse for them. And if we ever need to say something which is hard to say, we should find the right way to say it. We should say in a spirit of kavod and ava, respect and love for the other person, as Rashi says. We should be able to properly give tochacha, give constructive criticism, feedback, express disagreement, express our own feelings, the way that Hashem models for us to Moshe Rabbeinu. As Chazal teach, it is so important. Tochacha, maybe lidei shalom, tochacha, ultimately, if done properly, will bring us to peace, and we should be blessed with peace, shalom, between individuals, within relationships, within our community, and shalom for the Jewish people in the land of Israel and throughout the entire world. Everyone should have a good Shabbos and Shabbat Shalom.